Hi guys, and happy Monday or Wednesday, whatever day you are watching this review video. Today I am here to just show you the things that went home for Monday and Wednesday, just depending on what your first day at home learning is. And I'm just here to kind of explain, review directions, kind of read some of this with you guys just to make sure that this review work is able to be done at home. So I will start out by just showing you what we have sent home for Monday and Wednesday. We have a cute little story called Ducks Have Fun. It says Monday, Wednesday. And then we have a noun paper that says Monday and Wednesday. We also have a main idea in detail about ocean animals that we'll talk about today. And I'm going to help you read. We have more nouns, singular and plural. And then we have some words that we're going to unscramble. And we're going to have some more words to unscramble on the back, okay? So some of these things we will read together. Some of these I will just explain the directions and then tell you to work on your own. But just in case I forgot to mention anything, which might have possibly happened, if there are any more papers in your child's packet that says Monday and Wednesday that I did not mention in this video, go ahead and do them on your own. I'm sorry if I missed it, but I believe I got everything. So if there is some random paper I missed that says Monday and Wednesday, just go ahead and complete it, and then it'll be great for review. This is all things we have learned before, so hopefully it shouldn't be too bad if for some reason I missed something. So thank you for always being so understanding. It is always interesting to get all of these papers together for the next week, and especially on a review week when we have some here, some at home. So always thank you for being so kind and so patient. So let's start off with our little book. It is called Ducks Have Fun. We're going to do some of the reading things together right now. That way at the end of the video I can just be showing you directions, and then I'll give you your time to go and work on things for the day. So we're going to start with our little story. Ducks have fun. And on the top it says you are going to circle or highlight the short U words. Read 2 to 3 times. So I'm going to read it one time for you. If you want to highlight or circle those short U words when I read now, you're more than welcome to. But if you'd like to pause the video after I've read it once for you, you may go back and go circle or highlight them again. So this is called Ducks Have Fun. That's our title. The sun is up. It is time to have fun. Remember, short U says Ducks have fun in the water. They like to swim. Some ducks jump in the water. This duck is going in. Ducks like to eat too. Some ducks eat small fish. Some ducks eat bugs. It says a short U. This duck looks for a snack. It looks for bugs in the mud. It got one bug, but this duck wants more. Now this duck wants to sleep. It finds a good spot. This duck had fun. Good. All right, so go ahead and pause me now and go back and circle all of the short U words or highlight them, whichever you'd like. And while you're doing that, read the story again, okay? Don't just go back and go find those words that have short U's in them. I want you to go back and practice reading the story because we are working so much on reading and just being confident readers and being able to read it on our own. So go ahead and pause me now and go back and reread Ducks Have Fun and go circle and highlight all of the short U words. Okay, and then come back when you're done because we'll get ready for our next thing. We're going to do, which one should we look at first? Should we do nouns or should we do main idea? Let's do nouns for a second. We just did a little bit of reading, so let's do some nouns, okay? So this is your noun paper. This is what it looks like. And And it says the directions say, to find and circle the plural nouns and write them on the line. So plural nouns are person, place, thing. And nouns, plural of them means there are more than one. So we're looking for a person, place, or thing, something that we can kind of like touch. That's a noun. And we're looking for the plural one, which means more than one. So let's look at the first one. The boxes did not fit on the shelf. So remember, those plurals usually have an S or it has an ES on the end. Do you see a word that is a plural noun? I see one. Boxes, because that means that there is more than one box. There are boxes. So we're going to circle boxes and we're going to write it on the line. B-O-X-E-S. Boxes. Because it is more than one box. It is boxes. All right. I am going to read the rest of them for you, so you go ahead and circle which one has a plural noun. Which word? My 2 dresses are red and blue. Which one did you notice has more than one? Usually has an S or an ES on the end. Dresses. Yep, circle it and write it on the line. Okay, I'm going to just read the rest of them this time, okay? Number 3, some cats will jump over the bat. Number 4 says the 10 witches ran to the pond. Number 5 says, does Ron like the foxes in his yard? And then the very bottom says illustrate one of those plural nouns. So one of these words that you wrote on the lines, draw a picture of it on the back. That's what illustrate means. Illustrate means to draw a picture. So on the back, you're going to draw a picture of one of these plural nouns that you found. So if you have to go back and listen to them as you read, you can scooch the video back a little bit and listen to me reread through those again if you need to. Okay, so that was our second thing that we looked at today. The next thing that we're going to look at is we're going to look at the main idea in detail. Now, like I said, I'm not doing this to go through them as fast as possible, but you can take your time. You can pause me. You can watch this video and then be done watching this video and then go do all of your work. It's totally up to you and how long you want to take to do your work. I just wanted to explain it to you and give a chance to read this to you, okay? So, this is all about main idea and details. Remember, main idea is what is the story about? What is it telling us about? And then details are the little pieces of information that help make a story complete or give us facts about a story. So, this is about ocean animals. We're going to read these small directions up here, okay? It says, first, read the story. Then, highlight the main idea yellow. If you don't have a yellow, that's okay. How about just underline it or use your pencil? Next, highlight the details green. Once again, if you don't have green, that's okay. But maybe if you underline the main idea, maybe circle the details. Last, cut and paste to complete the web. So this is called a web. This is where we put our main idea, or what is the story about, in the middle, and then we're going to put our details. We're going to cut and glue them to where they match. Okay? So let's read this story. Do you like sharks? Sharks, like many other animals, live in the ocean. Whales and dolphins live in the ocean too. If you go to the ocean, you may also see crabs, eels, and many kinds of fish. You may even see an octopus. All of these animals can swim. Would you like to take a trip to the ocean? Ooh, I would love to go on a trip to the ocean. That would be so cool. That would be awesome. Okay, so we just read that whole story about ocean animals. We talked about sharks, we talked about whales, dolphins, eels, crabs, octopus. Wow, that's crazy. So what it wants us to do is we're going to highlight, if you have it, we're going to find that main idea and make it yellow. If you don't have a yellow, like I don't have a yellow, I'm going to just underline the main idea. Okay, so what was the main idea? We're going to underline the main idea. What is this story about? Do you like sharks? Sharks, like many other animals, live in the ocean. Whales and dolphins live in the ocean too. If you go to the ocean, you may also see crabs, eels, and many kinds of fish. You may even see an octopus. All of these animals can swim. Would you like to take a trip to the ocean? Okay, so I just kind of reread it again. I didn't mean to reread it again, but to find information in a story, sometimes you have to reread it more than one time to know what you're looking for. So we're looking for the main idea. What is this whole story about? Well, the first sentence says, do you like sharks? Well, was this whole thing about sharks? No, this whole thing wasn't about sharks. It was about different what? Let's read the next sentence. Sharks, like many other animals, live in the ocean. Was this about animals that live in the ocean? Yeah, because we talked about all types of different animals. So we're going to underline it. We're going to underline it right here because animals. Then I'm going to come up here. I'm going to underline many other because many other animals live in the ocean. They really do. That's our main idea. We're talking about all of the different animals that live in the ocean. So we're going to underline our main idea. Okay? Now we're going to go through and we're going to circle some details or things that we learned about what kind of animals live in the ocean. So let's look, that we can kind of go back. Who lives in the ocean? Sharks live in the ocean, right? So we're going to circle sharks because sharks live in the ocean. And that's something that we learned about. How about this next one? Whales and dolphins live in the ocean too. Did that tell us about animals who live in the ocean? Yes, it did. So we're going to circle it. Whales and dolphins live in the ocean too. I'm going to circle that whole thing. That's a detail. Whales and dolphins live in the ocean too. If you go to the ocean, you may also see crabs, eels, and many kinds of fish. Wow! I think that's some details. Those are animals that live in the ocean. Many kinds of fish, crabs, and eels. That's a great detail. You may even see an octopus. Is an octopus another kind of animal? Yep. Okay, all of these animals can swim. Would you like to take a trip to the ocean? Oh, that's pretty cool. Does that tell us about animals that live in the ocean? It is a detail. I mean, it does tell us about what they do, but does it tell us about exactly what kind of animals they are? It doesn't really tell us about what kind of animals they are. It kind of tells us what they do. So it is a good detail, but I'm not going to circle it for right now because it doesn't directly relate to what kinds of animals. It just tells us what the animals do. So that's what we're going to circle for now. Okay? So down here, this is where we're going to cut and glue. We have to figure out what the main idea is. Let's read these little cards that we're going to cut out to glue. Now here's the only thing. See how this is kind of a circle? It's actually going to get one that's like a square. So it might not match up. But they didn't want to give away the answer, so they kept them all squares. So it might not look super pretty once we glue it. But let's read these down here, okay? It says, you can see crabs in the ocean. Was that our main idea? Was the whole story about crabs? No. Many animals live in the ocean. Was that our main idea? Let's check many other animals live in the ocean. Wait, many animals live in the ocean. Is that the same main idea that we underlined up there? Yes. So this is our main idea. So you are going to cut this out, this one right here, and you're going to glue it on the main idea. Many animals live in the ocean. That's what our whole story was about, was animals that live in the ocean. So you're going to cut it out and you're going to glue it onto the main idea. So do we have more than one main idea, or do we just have one main idea? We just have one main idea. So the rest of these are going to be details that we're going to glue in. Let's read what they say. Sharks live in the ocean. Yep, we learned about sharks. Whales and dolphins are ocean animals. Yep, we learned about that. And many fish live in the ocean. Many kinds of fish. Yep, we learned that there are lots of many kinds of fish. So those are all details. So besides this main idea, I already showed you where to glue it. All of these other ones, you're going to glue them in a detail spot. So cut these other details out and glue them in the detail spot. All right. Go ahead and pause me now while you finish cutting and gluing, or if you don't have scissors and glue, you can draw arrows like I did to kind of help show where your details and main idea go. So that is probably the trickiest one of the day. So I wanted to make sure that we did that one together. So hopefully it went good. So the last two I am just going to explain to you, and then you're going to do on your own, okay? So on this one, we have singular or plural nouns. We just talked about plural means more than one. So on this paper, you're going to, they already gave you the words. You're just going to trace them and practice your handwriting. And then if it's more than one, it goes over to the plural side. And if it's just one noun, it's going to go to the singular side. Singular. Think about like how you want to go and like get a single cheeseburger. You just want one. So if it's just one, singular. If it's two, it goes over to the plural. So you can fill in the words, cut them out, and then glue them on which side they go. And then our very last thing of the day is we are going to unscramble some of these words. They work with some of our vowels that we've been working on. And they look like this. So what you're going to do is you're going to say the name for each picture. And then they gave you 3 letters. So you have to, and those 3 letters are used for both of the pictures, but you have to unscramble them to make that word. So look at this first one. What is that called when we spin it really fast? It's called a top. So we have T-P-O. Is that how I spell top? No, I spell top T-O-P. So I have to unscramble it and write T-O-P, top. Now I can use those same letters because what do we call this? It's called a pot. So we can use these same letters, but instead of T-O-P like top, how do we spell pot? P-O-T, pot. So you're going to write the word pot. Okay? Some ones that might be a little tricky, just for you to check out, like this might be gum. This one is like a nap. You might want to think that it's sleep. This one is a tab. That one is a little bit tricky. And this is underwater. On the back side, it is pretty much the same thing, but I want you to practice reading these sentences because these sentences have a lot of words you know in them. So I want you to practice reading these sentences, and then you have to unscramble the words at the end. The letters are all mixed up to figure out how to finish it. The pictures will help you. He has a blank. He has a cat, but we don't spell it A-C-T. How do I spell cat? C-A-T. He has a cat. Awesome. The pig is in the... She has blank eggs. We got in the... Okay, I want you to finish it. These are some sentences and some words that you know. We have practiced a lot of these words, so I want you to try to read it. Sound it out. Take your time. Like I said, this video is just for me to explain what was sent home with you. But now I'm to the end of the video, so now you can go and finish doing your work and take your time and do it as correctly as you need to. And to take your time, don't feel rushed, okay? So if you guys have any questions, please let us know. But here's our video for today, just explaining what went home for Monday/Wednesday, whichever day you are watching this video. And we will see you guys all soon. Thank you so much for working hard on your review. And have a great day. Bye.